What is the best reading material to enrich your spiritual path? In this video, I'm going to share with you 15 must-read magical books. Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm coming out of Aradia's closet to help you create, cultivate, and live a more magical life. Hello, my beautiful friends. Thanks again for joining me. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm Tanya. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Today, I'm talking about must-read magical books. I get asked that question all the time. What books should I read? And my response usually is, that depends. What do you know? What books have you read? What are you trying to do? It's just on and on. So what I thought I'd do is share with you the books that I have collected and kept up with over the years, and I'm going to give you my top 15. In no particular order, really. The first book is Raymond Buckland's Complete Book of Witchcraft, otherwise known as the Big Blue Book. I really like this book because it's like a workbook. It has 11 lessons on witchcraft, beginning with history. The next 3 books were all written by the same author, Silver Ravenwolf. They are To Ride a Silver Broomstick, To Stir a Magic Cauldron, and To Light a Sacred Flame. Also workbook type books. In the very first lesson of the very first book, To Ride a Silver Broomstick, she instructs you to go and find a candle. And then it goes on from there. So it's very interactive, and I like that kind of book. Charms, Spells, and Formulas by Ray T. Marble is the next book. This is a super resourceful book for those crafty people who want to make their own powders, incense, oils, dolls, charms, all of those wonderful things. I love this book. The next 2 books are written by Pauline Campanelli and illustrated by Dan Campanelli. They are Ancient Ways and Wheel of the Year. Ancient Ways takes the year and breaks it up Sabbath by Sabbath, and Wheel of the Year takes the year and breaks it up month by month. They both go into a lot of history, a lot of crafts, and a lot of things to pay attention to at particular times of the year. So again, they're kind of like workbook type books, things that you can take recipes and spells and whatnot from. If you're ready to dive headfirst into witchcraft, A Witch's Bible Complete by Janet Stewart Farrar is a must-have for your library. It's full of all kinds of history and actual Sabbath practices of Gardnerian witches. Another workbook type book, Spiral Dance by Starhawk. It has all kinds of lessons, not only for the solitary practitioner, but also if you're going to work in groups. And this is the book that I actually get my quarter calls from. The next book is Modern Magic by Donald Michael Craig, and it dives deep into ceremonial magic. And it's also another workbook type book that's full of exercises and meditations and visualizations and bits of ritual that you can learn and build upon as you go. So a book that my friends and I have a little bit of controversy over is Mastering Witchcraft by Paul Hewson. And I've long since lost the dust jacket, but maybe you can see it has a little bit of an embossing on it. It's really pretty. This book, like I said, is a little bit controversial because you have to look at the mindset of when it was printed, but it has a lot of really great information in it. A newer book to my collection, but definitely on my top 15, is Kitchen Witchery by Caradwyn Greenleaf. And I love hands-on books. This is a hands-on book. It's full of recipes that you can cook and eat, or recipes that you can use in your spell ingredients, or even spells themselves. Another great hands-on book. Another book that's new to my collection is Crystal Grids by Henry Mason. This is something that I recently started practicing with and have had a lot of success with, actually. I'll have to tell you about that in another video, but I definitely recommend this book if you're into crystals and want to start constructing your own crystal grids. Another book by Raymond Buckland is Signs, Symbols, and Omens. This is a really great resource book, and I refer to it a lot before I do any kind of magics. If you're looking for more of a story type book, Diary of a Witch by Sybil Leek is so fascinating. She knew so many people, including Aleister Crowley. So if you know anything about him, that's an interesting little tie-in to learn about Sybil Leek. And that's it, my top 15. Now, I'm not saying that these are the end-all be-all of magical books, and I'm not saying they are the most important ones to have on your shelf, but these are the ones that I have found the most use out of and have kept up with over the years, because I've had bookshelves and bookshelves full of books, and this is what I've whittled it down to for the most part. Thanks for joining me again today. Again, I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And remember, the hardest part is getting started. If you found this video useful, I invite you to smash the like button and keep an eye out for more videos on my favorite books, including my top 10 coffee table books and my top 5 books for collectors.